Welcome to another video on technology. Today we're going to look at the reduction of technology to nature, meaning that we're going to look at how you could see technology as part of nature, as something that evolved from and through nature. The prevalent distinction made between techniques and nature appears to be quite justified on first sight. Technology is generally seen as qualitatively separate, as machinery gives off a rather inanimate and often destructive impression, as opposed to the harmoniously perceived nature. Natural processes, however, can exhibit highly destructive behavior, ranging from overpopulation, earthquakes, volcanic eruptions, or meteor collisions. This circumstance is often described as a refutation of the so-called Gaia Principle. The name Gaia suggests a godlike entity which consists of the planetary ecosystem. As each animal, plant, or other living being is said to contribute to Gaia's flourishing, the ultimate state of nature is thought of as harmony. However, many interactions between animals are unequivocally hostile, and the perceived harmony is often due to a balance of forces, which may erupt in sudden chaos as soon as this balance is perturbed. A catastrophic eruption of chaos appears to be just as much a part of nature as harmony. Each forest fire leaves a fertile ground for a new species to flourish. Each Gaia principle is challenged by a corresponding Uranus principle. In this way, technology appears to be a physically complex catastrophe taking its course by means of human domination of the planetary ecosystem. Each innovation appears to be capable of controlling more of nature as a standing resource and thus increasing entropy and disorder as a natural disaster would. What do machines represent in this scenario? If one remains in the conventional framework of talking about techniques as exteriorization or tool usage, then machines may represent something akin to the extended phenotype of the human species. This means that whilst beavers build dams and birds make nests, humans bring about techniques. This unknown force appears to us in modernity in an embodied form. The expression of technology used to merely consist of primitive tools, blunt weapons, and constructions such as mills and carriages. With modernity, a mega-machine of biblical proportions has captured the Earth, and it appears increasingly plausible to consider it a living being. Its means of reproduction appear to be functioning over a secondary carrier, namely the human, but this symbiosis between humans and technology has led to mutual benefit in the development of higher cognitive functions. Intelligence appears to be the highest value in modernity, which is why consciousness is so frequently equated with it. Machines appear to have been in their primitive development stage in the early times of the Industrial Revolution. That which began in organic life as an interplay of replication and metabolism is mirrored by production and consumption. As evolution evolves, meaning that the driving mechanisms for selection also appear to improve and adapt, the developmental process of machines has taken its course at a much faster pace than it did in organic life forms. Sexual selection already can be seen as a crucial step towards acceleration of selection processes, followed now by the invention of intelligence. A theory, machine, or model can be replaced and adapted many times within a human lifespan, thus radically outperforming human evolution in terms of speed. Evolutionary time can be regarded as an accelerating process. Whilst the cyclical view of time or progressive view did not infer properties on the speed of time, acceleration seems to have now taken hold. The global economic growth, debt, and population has risen exponentially. It is in this exponentiation that the true autonomy of techniques shows itself. Now, most innovative processes, market transactions, or global political events take place at a pace which evades human proportions. It is here where the question needs to be asked as to what kind of qualitative difference can be found between human and artificial life. It seems that technical rationality and modern scientific thought regards nature primarily as a resource. Technics is the fulfillment of this view as a physical expression of technical ontology. In such a perspective, essences in nature vanish and are replaced by contingent configurations. Each animal or plant represents a complex genetic machine embedded in the ecosystem of evolutionary machines. Thank you for listening, and see you next time.